Good morning, students. How you guys doing? How's everyone at home? All right, you're welcome to this online class, and I hope you guys have been watching the videos. You've been writing your notes from the school websites. All right. The last video happened to be video for week six. From week three of our scheme, we've been treating traffic regulations, and we treated it from week three to week six. And in one of the videos, I told you guys to do a voice note of the Lagos State law and traffic law and punishment. And I told you guys that I haven't read the 25, I think it's 25 or 13 laws and the penalties there, which I uploaded on the website. Likewise, in the video, I told you to read it. Then, because it's something that you need to know, the students of this subject, that is student of civic education, because it's in your scheme and it's very necessary for you to know as a student that memorize it and do a voice note of what you have memorized. At least 20, you should know at least 20 or paraventure 15. But still till now, I've not seen any voice note of anybody on my WhatsApp, and it's very, very bad. And I'm very, very angry with that. And you know what it means when it's they ask you to do something and you did not do it. I'm actually very angry with you guys. So if you want to make me happy, or you've not done it, or you've done it, you don't know what, just forward it to my number, or rather, if you haven't done it, do it now and send it to me because everything has its own mark. Okay, you all know me for that. All right, leaving that, let's go to the topic for today, which is for week seven, and the topic we are to treat today, according to our scheme, is interpersonal relationship. Again, interpersonal relationship. Or before we go further, let's look at our objectives. That is what we're expected to learn. At the end of the lesson, the student should be able to, one, define interpersonal relationship. Two, highlight the characteristics of interpersonal relationship. Three, I like the stages of interpersonal relationship. Four, explain the types of interpersonal relationship. And five, explain the types of friendship. Okay, this topic is very, very interesting. I know most of you are already inquisitive already. All right, let's move on from that. Interpersonal relationship. What is interpersonal relationship? Interpersonal relationship can be defined as a social association, connection, and affiliation between two or more people. That is, it is a coming together of two or more people becoming friends, becoming parties, and every due to affliction, connection, or association. And it is a strong, deep, or close association between two or more people that may range in duration from brief to enduring. That is, interpersonal relationship is when you say something inter, that is you and somebody, or you and many other people. So, like interpersonal relationship exists between an individual and individual. It's not possible for you to have an interpersonal relationship with yourself alone. You can only that when you say inter is you and somebody, and intra is within. So, when we're talking about interpersonal, that is you and somebody having a personal relationship. And when we say that, we're actually talking about friendship. That is friends that you met in the club, you met in your association, you met in school. You can meet people, anybody, anywhere. Okay. Now let's go to the characteristics of interpersonal relationship. Now, the first one, the interpersonal relationship involves independent individuals. That was what I was explaining, that interpersonal relationship exists between an individual and an individual. That is an independent individual and another independent individual, and not just an individual alone. You can even have interpersonal relationship with several number of people. Okay, that is maybe two. When we say two or more, that is two people or unlimited number of people. That is uh, what interpersonal relationship talking about. The number two, that it is inherently rational. That is, the two friendship, come together to be understood. That is, They are trying, they meet that to understand themselves better, and they are all together. The friends, grow based on positive reasoning. That is, the friendship exists for positive purpose. And number three, it is inescapable. There's no one on this earth that can escape interpersonal relationship. Even if you don't have friends in school, at least like right now, there's no how, as a teacher, there's what we call teacher-student relationship. There's what we also call within your class, there is SS2 class relationship. And within the class, you also have some personal persons that is happen to be your personal friends. That is also an example of interpersonal relationship. So there's no one else on earth that can ever escape having an interpersonal relationship with people. You know, another one is that it is constant. Interpersonal relationship is what is constant. There are some certain friends that you be with for a long time, and like that. So all this goes on and on and on. Okay, now, moving on to stages of interpersonal relationship, we have the psychologist, renowned psychologist George Loven explains some certain five stage of interpersonal relationship, and the first stage is acquaintance stage, and this stage starts from the point when two people meet each other newly, and you all know that people can meet in several places, maybe in school, church, club, stadium, social gathering, at the movies, maybe at the shopping mall. You can meet anybody at any place. So you, at the point of meeting the person, is the first stage. That is acquaintance stage. That is when maybe there's something person have seen about you, like I like your trousers. Oh, I like your necklace. I like your this. That draws you guys' attention to each other, and from there you might have a little chat and exchange contact. Friendship has started. Then we move to the next stage, which is the build up stage. This is the stage where relationship extends beyond just knowing each other. That is, from you guys knowing each other, then you take it up. Then from as a result of the fact that you guys are already talking, you are chatting already, calling yourself, talking now and then. As a result of that, the element of growth, trust, and confidence in each other. You guys have confidence in each other already. You guys trust each other already because you're already talking to be an intimate friend. Then there goes the next stage, which is continuation stage. This is the stage where relationship deepens. Yeah, there is this deep down level of closeness that is, at that moment, you guys become much more closer. Okay, let me say, for example, just look at my hand right now. These are two people who are just meeting themselves, and the more they communicate, the closer they become. You can see as my hands are getting close. Now, at this stage, it gets more close like this because they have a deep down closeness. They enjoy, they experience joy together. They experience their passion together. They share their sad moment. They share intimacy and feelings for each other. Some people at this stage, that is when they declare the maybe purpose for their relationship. If it happens to be a boy and girl relationship, sometimes some people at this stage, at this stage, that is when they actually declare their feelings for their friend, that is their partner. Some of them at this stage, they take their relationship to next level, maybe by getting married, or, by declaring that they want to marry each other, and so on and so forth. And that takes you to the next stage, that is iteration stage. This is the stage where all the flags of relationship begin to decrease. That is, sometimes, when according to the law of there's a particular law like that everything that goes up comes down. So, at that particular time, the love and relationship might be dropping down. There's the stage we refer to as termination stage. At this stage, relationship ends either by event of death of one partner or separation or divorce. That is at the stage whereby both of them are old already. Surely is either the man that will die, that is when they've grown old, that is they're already married and having kids, they haven't done all things together, and at this stage, sure, one of them will die first, or somehow, sometimes, it be separation or divorce due to one reason or the other. So that takes those are the five stages of interpersonal relationship. Now let's go to the next subtopic, which is types of interpersonal relationship. Number one, there is platonic relationship. Again, platonic relationship. This is a type of relationship that exists between people of the same or different gender without any intention of marriage or intimacy affairs. That is, these is a relationship that exists between two people that are just maybe that just fond of themselves. They just like themselves to be close friends where they tell themselves what they are going through, and this friendship do exist between maybe same sex or different sex. When I say same sex, I mean female to female, woman to woman, man to man, boy to boy, or opposite sex like male to female, man to woman, like that. And this kind of relationship exists between same sexes or opposite sexes, boy and a girl, man and a woman, woman and a girl, woman and a boy, woman and woman, man and man. And this kind of relationship can be friendship between two people who share similar interests, such as social interests, economic interest, religious interest, cultural interest. Don't forget, people, this sort of people could meet themselves at a social gathering, maybe at a meeting in the office, at a maybe head office. That is, every company used to have head office. Maybe those in the branches now going to the head office to have a meeting. They're going to meet different people. As a result of that, they get what they get to they get into friendship, and as a result of that, they could develop. So also we have people who meet themselves in the religious their religious group, in maybe when they go to pray or for one program or the other. And as a result of that, what happens? We can develop their friendship, which is platonic relationship from there. Likewise, cultural interest, maybe going out, going for some cultural event, and like that. That's how people get to meet themselves. Okay, now another types of interpersonal relationship is relationship between opposite sex. This is the kind of relationship unmarried men and unmarried women, that is singles. Most times, this type of relationship lead both partner to marriage if well formalized. That is the one that you see that when a young boy or a young man and a young woman who are both single, have start a relationship. If the relationship is well defined or well formalized, such relationship do lead to try that. So that then the next another type of interpersonal relationship, there is relationship between man and God. This relationship is between the creator, that is God Almighty, and his creatures, and we are his creature. Everybody has relationship with God in one way or the other. No matter your religion, in your own way, you still have a relationship with your maker, your creator, which is the God Almighty. Another type of interpersonal relationship is family relationship. This is the type of relationship that exists between members of the same family. That is biological relationship related by blood. That is the relationship that exists between father and mother, relationship father and mother and their children. So this is a type of family relationship. And you know that there are always moments whereby families come together to they tend to be more closer to each other than any other set of people. And this also differs from families to family. Now another type of relationship is man and man interpersonal relationship. This is a relationship that exists between two people of the same gender who share similar interests such as social interest, economic interest, cultural interest, religious interest, and many more. And what is gender relationship? This would be man to man or woman to woman. So because it's same gender, and it will be, like for female, for clothes, for fashion, that brings them together. For men, it could be fantasy of football, maybe any sport, because men love sports. Some might be business, and like that, people grows their relationship. This may well exist between women and women, man and man, boy and boy, girl and girl. They also have peer relationship. This is friendship among people of the same age bracket, political or social group, classmates, sports, etc. As you can see, most of you in your class, you are all at the same age bracket. So the friendship that exists between all of you there can be referred to as peer relationship. And also as a classmate, it is also a peer relationship. Some, maybe some sports group, maybe let's say for example, we have football club in the school, basketball club. So those people in that club would also be have referred to as peer relationship. Maybe those in the political group, social group, and many others. So all these can be referred to as peer relationship. For example, fans of the same club, fans of the same club. Maybe for example, I'm an Arsenal fan. Now, everybody that is an Arsenal fan in this school, will have be friends with me, or all of you as a student, all of you that Arsenal fan, Chelsea fan club, and like that, will be friends. Maybe a star artist like Whiskey, David Doe, Burna Boy, all of them. Those of you that love those artists could come together and see yourself as friends. That's also an example of peer relationship. Also have political leaders. Maybe you are so fond of Showore, you are a fan of Black Jotoye, and like that, maybe clubs, stars, etc. So it varies. So all these are peer relationship. It ends up really peers relationship. Then another type of the personal relationship is relationship between individual and government. Everybody has relationship with government in one way or the other. This is the relationship that exists between an individual and government. It's either because there is always a relationship between individual and government, because there are certain rights which we derive from government, and there are some certain obligations we give to the government. So there's no how, there's always relationship between individual and government. Now, types of friendship. First one there is professional friends. This group is for professional networking. In fact, professional purpose only, nothing but professional. At the beginning of the relationship, most of the conversations are about topics of mutual interest in specific profession. That is, will be talking about every now and then. It's about the profession, how to improve on the profession, how to go further, how to expand on the profession. And then it can gradually take a more personal turn, maybe best known to them. In this friendship, the expectation is to learn, exchange information, exchange idea, exchange concepts, and grow professionally. So because everything they want to do is just based on the profession, to grow on the profession, to exchange information, to exchange ideas. Okay, well, how do you do your own thing? Okay, I mean, I've been doing my own like this. What do you think? Okay, let's add this, let's do this. So like that, we grow. And we can find these friends at workplace, professional organization, or institution, and so many other places that you can find professional friends. And the second one, there is social friends. This group of friends is formed in social service club, like for example, Rotary International, Lions Club, Queens International, etc. This group is conscious about social issues. They're so conscious, so concerned about social issues, and also want to network in a less formal setting than professional setting circle. That is, they want to do like, guy, let's just talk on the non-formal level. This group of friends volunteers their time, money, effort in order to work on social causes and get public recognition for the same, for the same cause. That is, for their group. Another one is deep and emotional friends. This type of friends are very few. This group of friends tend to have an intellectual appetite, but usually have perceived and experienced life through various relationships. That is, they've been to several relationships, and this friends group will be there to support each other during the ups and downs of life, because life is full of ups and downs. Sometimes we can find this type of friendship between married women, mother and daughter, close sisters. That is, those ones, they have experience linking up with the daughters, with the children. Those are just gotten married or they're about to get married. So they share experience with themselves and they're always there for each other. These are the friends who will grow old with. That one can actually grow old with this kind of friends. Those people who, if you check yourself, we have friends who we grew up together and we are still together now, and we're still going to be there for each other forever. You check your family, you have some people like that they are always your party right from time, and now they are still your personal person, and you grow old with them. We also have intellectual friends. This group has a very curious and intellectual mindset. They can talk about anything without being embarrassed. The friends in this group are very few. The difference between the emotional and intellectual friends is that they later understand situation logically without mixing feelings. That is, everything is all about intellectuality, just to achieve their intellectuality and also to put in their brain work. Usually, this group of friends is considerate, matured, well developed, and have their own fun-filled lives. That is, they are fun-filled life, but majorly they put in they are also curious about their intellectuality. And sometimes these groups of friends are so busy in their own pursuits and quest of life that they might not be able to offer the time, but they do. It is mutually fulfilling because it's just like, I mean, a gathering whereby you guys go out for competition. You meet people there, and like that, you become friends. So what you share, okay, this is what I know, this is what you know. They share idea of their intellectuality. Not only self-actualizing friends, friends in this group are the perfect combinations and are very rare to find. These friends have an amazing appetite for intellectual conversation and are open to discuss about life experiences. They take care of their own needs, that is self-made people, have less complaints about life in general, and respect others' view of life. And this type of friend will not try to change others. That is, they won't try to change you. They just want to live their life. They respect each other so much. You live your life, I live my life. But they are, because they are self-made. They made themselves. So they wouldn't want to tamper in about your own life. But they just see yourself. That yes, you made it. Yes, I made it. But we appreciate and respect the differences. But sometimes, probably, such set of people will grow old together and become more pertinent to each other. Now, was goody friends. This is a very informal group of friends who meet informally to have a great time together. This kind of people, whereby they just you want to go to club, how far, my guy, let's go to club. This is also based on social gathering. This is a group of people who are usually college students, high college students, and singles. They are singles. They can do anything social, name it. When it's party, they know who and who to call. Let's go to this party. Let's go to party. There are some people that when there's church program, you know who to call. This my friend would love to go to this church program. But if it is party, disco party, like when they play all those kind of songs, those kind of people you can invite. You understand what I'm trying to say? Now, these friends usually go to the clubs, bars, they have happy hour, disco party, etc. So that is goody friends. Then we also have school friends, that is memory revisiting. These are lots of friends, and there are a lot of friends in this group. If we have not kept in touch, maybe those people we last saw in the primary school, secondary school, and most of them are acquaintances at this stage. Most likely they change over time since they last saw in a long time. They will meet at reunion and alumni event. Reunion and alumni events are programs whereby students of or in particular maybe the alma mater, they go back to the alma mater to have a reunion. And it's maybe, for example, as you are God first student after leaving the school now, after years, coming back to go for us to have a reunion whereby you guys come back together. Look at you. What have you been doing? How are you now? Has been days. What have you been doing? What have you given back? Are you married? Stuff like that. They get to know each other back again. Coming together again as it used to be. And most of the conversations are nostalgic and about the good old days. They all talk about the days when they were in secondary school, they were in university, college education, polytechnic, and many others. So this is where topic ends. So I'm going to continue from there in the next video. So make sure you watch the video and pay a lot of attention to every detail said there. So see you. Bye for now.